Hello, 186 subscribers. Welcome to the channel. This video, I want to talk with you about AI services and tools that you can sell to businesses, or if you are a business owners, how you can actually leverage AI technologies in your company. First, why you need to listen to me. One point. I'm not your typical guru. I don't earn billions, trillions, millions, and hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. My biggest thing and the biggest paycheck that I got from our client was, I believe it was like $16,000. I earn like in if you watch any of my previous videos, I already mentioned I think and I consider myself in the 10K a month range. So we do usually get 2 to 4 clients per month. Most of our clients are come from either cold emails, these are usually 50 to 60%, and the referrals from the businesses that we already work with. So what I was saying is that I don't have anything to sell you, right? So I don't have a motivation to lie or like my biggest motivation is just for you to subscribe to this channel. Obviously, I have like 100 subs, so no one's gonna care if I'm even like gonna start a course. Maybe if I get popular, I will show you some scam things and go chill on Bali, but not yet. So you can freely watch this and like listen to what I say, because most of my opinions are pretty controversially. You can see in AI YouTube space, people are saying that how easy it is, and they are not like saying directly that it is very easy to either integrate an AI service into the business or it's easy to sell it. I have an opposite opinion because for the past year, so I have the agency called Quimple. We develop primarily internal tools, what we call AI operational systems or wikis for businesses. And I have the agency for like a year. Before that, I was working kind of as a freelancer, was trying to in this specific niche. Before that, of course, I was doing different things, but I was trying to get a sense of the market, what people and businesses need, and was playing around with different outreach methods. Anyways, so what I was also saying is that for the past year, I probably talked to more than, made more than 200 probably, yeah, sales calls. And you can actually see one of the videos where I said that like, I earned $0 after sending 200,000 emails. This is the most popular video on my channel. But um, after sending that much cold emails, obviously I got on a lot of sales calls, and I understand what businesses need. I understand what they are looking for, and I'm not like I consider myself as a regular person. My disadvantage is that, as you can see, I'm not a native English speaker. I do think that I can convince people in certain things when I believe that it's right, when I believe that they will benefit from it. So I know that our solutions are great, but of course, it's not always like I can't always do that as I wish, because there are some language limitations. This is my disadvantage. But again, I'm talking to just regular businesses. I'm not sure why gurus are claiming that they like sell AI infrastructure solutions for hundreds, not hundreds. Like some of them say that they sell for $100,000, $20,000, $30,000, 50,000. Like I have no idea how they do that. I can bet my whole channel, and if I'm not correct, I'm gonna delete it. Um, that like 99.9% of them are lying, again, to sell you the dream of building similar things. Anyways, so I want to show you what are the different options in the field currently, so that you can get a sense. Of course, this is not a blueprint. These are not step-by-step guide on how to earn your first dollar with AI. But again, I wish I had something like this when I started out, just as a picture. Yes, I have my brain, guys. If you want to stupidly follow your mentors, coaches, YouTubers, go ahead. There are plenty of them right now in the space. That's not me, right? So I'm saying the things as it is. Maybe like you can tell that I'm not, a huge professional. I just have, I consider myself like that I have a year and a half experience, but let's say it's just 1 year. So 1 year of experience, and I got to the point of around 10K per month. Again, why I say around, since we usually charge one-time payments, right? And then after we charge a small retainer. So it's not like the Facebook marketing agency where they can charge, from 15 to $3,000 per month. And if they have 10 clients, they can say that they are at, 20 to $30,000 mark per month. It's not how I work. I know that again, your gurus are saying that they charge $5,000 per month, $3,000 per month for what? And we will discuss it right now. But basically, the idea is that why someone would pay you. So, like, you build one thing, and usually, it's not always the case. Again, I'm not like saying and I'm not claiming that I know everything. Of course not. So, this is just my pure observation of the market and my pure experience with with like talking to not like 100. When I was mentioning that I talked to 100 businesses, I meant that these are the people that were actually interested, and not just, from guys. I'm not sure, like I was on the probably again every day on 3 to 5 calls. So guess how many, like if we have 200 days, obviously, okay, not every day, so like 100 days. So like three, like maybe I had even 3 to 500 meetings. I don't know, there were like a lot of meetings. So and most of them obviously were just with people who were like just curious, just curious of the AI. It's very new, they might not know how exactly it can be applied to the business. So we were discussing, I was providing what we actually do, what we can do for the business, because surely, like before, so it was the cold email. When they replied, we analyzed the company, kind of created what we can do for them, kind of created a specific personalized offer to this company, and then I presented it on the call, right? But like out of this bunch of people, I think around 100 were like actually interested, and we were planning to convert them. Obviously, we did not convert all of them, but I kind of have a sense from different niches, from wholesalers, manufacturers, dental clinics, roofing companies, HVAC suppliers, all like the guys that you can technically reach. I've been, trying to target them again uh, when I was trying to search for best niche and for the best specific for my like for my agency. Okay, so this is my screen. Basically, I prepared a presentation. It might look scary. By the way, if you want, first, as you can see on my channels, I show a lot of tutorials and guides. So all of the templates and this presentation will also be in my resource hub. So go for the first link in the description and you can get it for free. Obviously, I don't sell anything just yet. Just yet. Wait till I become popular. So, first we need to understand, so do you want, like, and I don't think that you need to decide right now. I was planning to say, do you want to sell a service, build a software, or do the consulting? Obviously, my agency is focusing on service. I don't think that I even did that much consulting calls, maybe like 5 or 10, not more close to 10, but it's not a stable type of service that I actually provide. Maybe when I become again popular on social medias here or on X, people will talk with me and we're more likely to pay for my consultation on how to implement AI. But I don't think that this is the thing, since they actually need the work or like the prototypes, the demos, not just some talk. Maybe I'm wrong, again, depending on the company. So I don't even think that you need to decide right now. Obviously, software is a bit tricky, but especially right now, it's like software can be classified. Maybe there's one more thing, like productized service. Obviously, also if you watched any of the gurus videos on YouTube, it's the thing. Everyone's trying to sell productized service. But like again, I do believe that you don't need to decide just yet. It's just to give you the guidelines. I'm trying to give you the understanding of what's possible. Okay. So, and we will talk about the automations in the business, AI automations. You can surely sell similar things to individuals, but it's another story. It's the D2C market, direct to consumer, and there are different types of consumers. So again, I'm not a huge professional in the individual market, and I don't think that I'm a huge professional even here. But again, this is just my pure observation. Quick disclaimer: obviously, I like lost and forgot a lot of things here for sure, and put them in the comments, boost my video. So comments boost the video. So tell me what I forgot, because if you know me, I don't usually prepare for these videos. It's just, I created this presentation in like 15 minutes, so I probably forgot a lot of things. But again, it will give you the basic guidelines that you need to start thinking on how to use AI in your business or how to sell it. Okay, so you have marketing types automation, sales automations. Again, marketing and sales are can be like union can be a one thing, but usually I like to divide them, since sales is basically when you have a person to sell to, and the marketing is getting your services, the product out there and getting the traffic. Customer interactions automations, this is the most obvious thing, right? Workflow, data analysis, and market analysis. So these are, I don't think that you need to go to this route, but and like this, usually these two are like 90%, I think, will and now covered by the software. So like I don't think that you can actually, sell a service or build something for your company in this specific field, since it's going to be pretty complex. Okay, so let's talk one by one. First, the colors, green and yellow. So green are the types of automations that I believe have the potential, and the yellow ones, I'm sure they have, but there are a lot of specifics. Maybe there's a very narrowed niche. Again, guys, like obviously there are a lot of type of businesses, from the category of the business, the type, the niche of the business, to the actual size of the business, to the specific or how and where you're going to implement it. Again, so this is just very generalized. So you can pick one thing and then develop further. So these are not the offers. Maybe I will, in the title, maybe I will say AI offers. Sorry, it was a clickbait, but these are not directly offers, right? So these are just the guidelines again. So for the marketing automation, you can kind of have com- email campaign, social media, ad tracking, content personalization, customer segmentation, and SEO. So obviously, email marketing automations, it's kinda, you first can have an email marketing, and you have cold emails. These are two different things. Obviously, for the cold emails, I use it for myself, for my agency, and for the email marketing, I own a few brands on Amazon, and I was deep into the e-commerce. E-commerce obviously use a lot of the email marketing, so like I'm familiar with this. But I think for the social media management automations, in terms of creating the content, publishing the content, but I think these two are great, right? So these are the services that directly influence the amount of money that comes to the business. Social media, again, depending on the niche, but yeah, the problem here is that it's not like a standalone automation, right? This is the service by itself. So if you are, let's say, you can offer either email marketing or you can offer lead generation, which I was also trying to do for a few companies. One success, like a few successful and not successful, anyways. But like cold emails automations, right? So this is can be classified as the email campaign automation. So these are standalone services. I think they are great, and you can develop the AI automations inside it, right? So for the emails, for the lead qualification, so or like where you get the prospects from, then what you do with the prospects, then how you personalize the emails. Same thing with the email marketing. I think you got the idea. For the SEO optimization tool, SEO just generalized, I think yellow, obviously, it is a huge niche. There are a lot of agencies, but the competition, from my understanding, is huge, and you're not like actually selling AI thing. You're selling, is always, you're selling the result. Obviously you're not selling the AI thing. But in this case, since it's nothing new, right? Businesses don't really care how you're gonna, write your articles, the content, or how you're gonna optimize the website, either you're gonna use AI or not. Obviously there are a lot of SEO tools as a software that come into the market and provide you an ability to like better market your website, um, with just a set of tools, like not as a service, right, as a software. But I think it's too complex to build something like this. For the sales automation, it becomes interesting: lead scoring and nurturing, sales pipeline, proposal, follow-ups, CRM integration, very generalized topic, customer renewal, client onboarding, and performance analysis. For the lead scoring and nurturing, as you can see, for the customer interactions, we have chatbots, voice assistants, email, automated email responses. Kind of, these are two main communication channels. You have phone, you have website chat, which is not super like relevant case to some businesses, and for some it is. If it's an old school business which doesn't get a lot of traffic at the website, they don't actually need it. Or if it's a service based company, like the again, from the recent example, like for the roofing company, obviously they get all the traffic that comes to the website, they fill out the forms, they talk to the chatbot, they call. So there it will be very helpful. And customer feedback collection, support ticketing, and AB automation. So for the lead nurturing, it kind of be, on both, and not both, on one, two, three, on all of these systems, right? So you can nurture and score the leads on chatbots and voice and automated emails. So when the email is received, AI can process the email, qualify the prospect, and do something with it. So when we are talking about, I want you to pay attention here. So when we are talking about just the customer interaction automations, this is where 95% of all of the videos about AI automation, AI business, AI agency, making money with AI, this is where it was focusing on. I do believe that it's very hard to actually, right now, to sell a standalone chatbot or a voice assistant. Even yes, it is new, but look at how many videos pop up every day of new YouTubers like me talking about this thing. And we all run the outreach, and it's not as hard, to build the voice AI. Obviously for the chatbots, it is becoming easier and easier. There are tools. VoiceFlow is a very complex tool where you can build a lot of different things, but nowadays you can just, paste the website, it will scrape the info and create the chatbot automatically. And any, if it's a good company, they have, managers, directors, and the marketing director can spend like a day and build it themselves. And you can say, oh, Eugene, no, our gurus are saying that they will not spend their time on this. Maybe they won't, but it depends. It depends. It's not like they are busy all the time. Again, very dependent on the niche. I'm just, speaking out loud. So for the voice, it's the same thing. It's kind of more complex, but voice is not there yet. Maybe when like OpenAI will release their model into the voice, as I'm sure you're where, like, you saw all these videos when ChatGPT was talking to the guy, even on the video, and was like in real life was processing everything with a very short delay. This is like the thing right now. It does have some delays, and it should be a very specific use case where you will find it helpful. But again, it's like when you are selling just these things, it's going to be very hard to pitch it, uh, since they, like the business owners, do receive a lot of pitches like this. So that's why, if we are talking about lead scoring and nurturing, obviously it's done through chatbots or through voice assistants or email automations. But you're not actually selling the solution as the chatbot. You're like selling the lead scoring and nurturing. The problem why it's in yellow, since it's not directly related to like it does like it does, right? So it saves a lot of time, especially, but like the problem here is that it should be a very specific business that do receive a lot of requests, right? If the business do receive a lot of requests and they have hard time processing them, yeah, sure, you can find a case study, but it's not like that, easy. So sales pipeline management, this is more complex thing, the same as the CRM. As you can see, like again, these are just the errors from, we from the lead scoring to the chatbot and from the chatbot to CRM. Because right now, like there is no way, just like I don't believe that there is a way to actually sell any of this or any automation without integrating into the CRM. And this is might be a tricky part for some of you, again, even if you're a business owner, since yeah, sure, you can build a chatbot, and but like even the simple tools which I mentioned before, that you plug in the website and build you the chatbot, they don't directly like connect it to the CRM, so they can't like get information from the CRM or like scan the prospect, and based on the prospect details from the CRM provide the unique experiences inside the chat or inside on the phone. So that's where it gets interesting. Like, hear me out, right? So what I'm trying to say is, more complex it is, less competition there are, right, on the market. So think about it. And the CRM, as you can see, a lot of things comes down to the CRM. So like in general terms, CRM integration or CRM automation is the thing. So for the sales pipeline management, it's kind of similar. We can plug it here, and depending on the stage of the pipeline of the prospect, we can do certain things. We can email them, we can like send them different proposals, we can send them reminders. But again, this is not the standalone product that you can sell, right, or the service. So just keep it in mind. So follow-up reminders, these are not the standard, these are automations. And if you are a business owner, you can get a lot of value from it, and find, okay, so I would love follow-up reminders, and this is one of the things that I would love to, and I'm actually building similar solution, because when we are doing a lot of cold outreach, there are a lot of follow-ups involved, and I just don't like using the internal software's follow-up system. So it becomes tricky to do it right. For the client onboarding automation, performance and analytics for sales teams is very, why I wrote it here, because we actually had one use case when it was a very big company, and they had probably 15 staff sales members, and the owner wanted to know on what stage, like how many clients each team member has, and so that these team members have access dynamically through the chatbot to their clients, so they can log in inside the chatbot and say, hey, this is like, my name is this, verify the password inside the chatbot, right? So it's not the full interface, it's the chat interface, and get, okay, so what is the pending balance for this client, and get this information. And you can tell me why, like, Eugene, this is just very simple, like CRM. Why would they use chatbots? Because they were using, and they still use, SAP Business One. It's very like old school software, right? So it's not that easy to navigate there. So it's like it was easier for them to build something like this. Again, it's very like just narrow example. Client onboarding, again, there are probably hundreds and thousands of videos on YouTube on how to automate onboarding process, how to sell onboarding automations. The reality is, if it's your business, if you do receive a lot of clients, like, I don't have, as an agency, I don't have, I earn, like, let's say, I hate to say 10K, like again, 5 to 15K, because I had a few good months and a few not that great months for the post, like, let's say in June, I think we closed for $7 or $8,000. Anyways, so like I don't even have the onboarding automations. So obviously, like for agencies, it should be, or for service based businesses, it should be a pretty big business. Or if it's a like real business and not service based, like it depends, right? When we are working with the wholesalers, sure, let's say that their customers, since when they like sign them up, they make a first order, they need to create an account in the system, they need to send them all the documents, they need to get all the information to set them up, so that they continue to purchase everything, sorry, inside their account. So yes, but again, it's very specific. We already covered this one. For the workflow automation, this is everything related to like managing the business on either inside the company or like by the actual manager director or by the employees to manage their clients. So approval process, task management, project management, again, time tracking, employee onboarding. So kind of for each thing you can for even for the approval process, it does look like a approval process to me does look like the lead scoring and nurturing, right? So the approval, but let's say it's like not a lead, it's your customer, so the customer creates an order and we need to approve it. But again, if you receive hundreds of orders per day, sure, but why would you do that if you have like two? You can do it manually, right? So for the project management, it's also directly related to CRM. Why I actually marked a few of this as yellow and green, I'll tell you. So I do have this is where I think I move as an agency and as a person. So I want to move into the AI development, AI operational systems development for business owners, not directly for like businesses, but for actual decision makers, for business owners, CEOs, founders, right? Like, and like it's not like the business automation, it's like more individual slash business, since these are the systems interfaces that will be used by the individuals, right? So again, like but these individuals are from the companies, they own the company or they right, run the company. So it depends, but I do think there are a lot of things with workflow automation that you can work on and automate. The problem is that it doesn't directly influence the outcome. So it means that you're not directly driving traffic. And if you tell me, okay, Eugene, but we are saving time, it is a very tricky thing, right? So for like in order to sell this thing successfully and for the business to see the value in workflow automation, they need to have a lot of tasks. And usually, if they do, most of these tasks can be automated. So it's very specific thing. And if you ask me, okay, Eugene, why would you go into this route? Tell you, because I started to post content. So I started to post content. We'll see who is going to be interested in what I deliver, and then we'll go from there. I like recorded the video not that while ago how like I plan to go from 10K to 100K. So it was like somewhere I think I mentioned it somewhere there. Like, but again, it all goes down to the CRM integration. So it's like the CRM is just like the most important part. And for this, like data analysis and market analysis, like trend, sentiment, demand, price optimization, consumer, I think most of this are either covered by the like the business system. I'd say they use Odoo or they use SAP, which is not the great example. HubSpot, like like most of the softwares, like predictive analysis, data visualization in terms of what's going on in the business, they have it, right? They have it. So it's like very hard to sell this specific service. There are a lot of opportunities lays in this on the software side, but again, right? Um, yeah, so these are the things, these are just the ideas that how you can implement. One very important thing is to give you an idea and motivation to actually do something, since it's not like the hardest part is to actually identify what the problem is and then create a solution in your head around it, and not actually to make it. Because to make it you can like do most of this using the no or low code things. So these are some of the softwares, again, just to give you an idea. You probably know all of them. For the we have Instantly AI, Smart Lead AI. These are the softwares that we used, and you can use for the cold emails outreach. Again, it's just for this specific use case, but I like still wanted to mention it. Clay for data personalization is great software where you can upload the list of your prospects, and then do the research, in-depth research and in-depth personalization for each and every prospect. So this is like what we also use Apollo and ZoomInfo as the prospect list sources. ZoomInfo is more much more expensive, and Apollo is very straightforward. It's what 90% of agencies and companies use. We have VoiceFlow, ManyChat, and Vapi. VoiceFlow is the thing, the go, right? ManyChat is the thing. How you can, I'm planning to do the tutorial to connect VoiceFlow to ManyChat and then integrate it into the like Messenger or WhatsApp. But again, I wouldn't like build the full thing on ManyChat. I would use it as a just a additional layer for like publishing somewhere. Vapi for the voice, obviously. Make, Zapier, BuildShip, these are no code, and like BuildShip is kind of low code automation softwares to connect all the parts, right? So if you are connecting calendar or the CRM, so when you connect the CRM to your chatbot, or when you connect the project management software to the CRM, these are the tools that you can do it with. Airtable, obviously, this is a just again just for the sake of keeping the data. So usually the businesses will have their own databases, but it's like a temporary database to store the files and then retrieve the files when you work with the data. And like for the the fun part, for the coding, so I would say you need like understanding of JavaScript, Python, and API logic. Python is okay, you can skip it, but I would like highly suggest you to learn at least basics of JavaScript. But nowadays, honestly, I have no idea what the like. I can code in JavaScript. I kind of understand basic ideas. Again, if you watch any of my previous tutorials, you know that I use ChatGPT a lot to help me with the code. And nowadays, Claude is better in doing this task. And API logic is necessary, to understand what the webhook is, what are the parameters, what are the headers, what are the endpoints. So all these things. Again, just watch any of like millions of tutorials on YouTube for 20 minutes and you'll have the idea. And then all your regular apps that you can connect, like I have this here, cal.com for the calendar bookings, the, Fireflies or the Trello or like the, what else I have? I don't have anything else, like the Airtable or the, like any, right? So any app that does the specific thing, so you connect this app to another app through Make, Zapier, and BuildShip, or in the complex scenarios, you connect all these apps through Make into the voice flow as well as the CRM, and then build something around this. Okay, guys, again, you can get all my templates for free. First link into the description. Please give me a like, follow, I guess, if you like this video. Take care. Peace.